I pointed out to a neighbor about Jimmy Swaggart's hypocrisy, and he said, "Well, we all are." Actually, that's one thing that's not true. Now, we may all be flawed. By Christian and some religious standards, we may all be sinful. Certainly, we're not, we may all have some problems of one sort or another. But we're not all hypocrites. We don't all preach one thing and do another. You know, I can remember in high school, some kids tried to say everybody was a hypocrite, and another kid said, "Well, no, there might be a lot of people who weren't hypocrites. Might have been thieves and adulterers and murderers, but they weren't hypocrites." Okay, because hypocrite does have a specific meaning of somebody who pretends to, believe and do some things and is secretly doing the opposite. Okay, and that's a specific type of flaw. And we don't all have that. And, some, there's a lot of men who wouldn't be hypocrites about seeing a sex worker. They would say, "Yeah, I saw a sex worker. So what?" You know, um, they might be working on behalf of sex work decriminalization. They might tell you that they don't see anything morally troubling about sex work. They're not hypocrites. But Jimmy Swaggart is a hypocrite. And others like him are hypocrites. I remember when the Clinton Lewinsky thing was going on, a man who I knew who told me he was, very promiscuous, said that he didn't like Clinton because he didn't like the hypocrisy. And I asked him, and I pointed out that, you have a whole array of girlfriends. And he said, "Yeah, but I don't lie about it. Somebody asked me about something like that, I'd say, hey, yeah, I got head. I wouldn't have, so he just wasn't a hypocrite about it." And of course, there's, people have said hypocrisy is the tribute that vice pays to virtue. But a lot of times, hypocrisy is the way that people suck our money out of other people. It's the way that somebody like Jimmy Swaggart and Jim Baker and, countless others become super rich, suckering money out of people who can barely pay the rent. And anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Hypocrisy is not a universal vice. I mean, a vice of some sort might be universal, but hypocrisy has a specific meaning, and some people are true to their principles, whatever those principles are. And some people might not be hypocrites because they may not have any principles. But at any rate, not all of us are hypocrites.